When assessing trees, we now routinely use two basic tools that go beyond visual inspection alone: the mallet and the diagnostic probe. In this video, we'll explore their role and practical value together with Tyszko-Chmielowiec.
A rubber mallet is a basic tool of every tree diagnostician or just assessor or tree inspector, and I chose this mallet because rubber is not very hard. It does not contain a metal part inside some of the mallets that you get in hardware stores. The point is not to damage cambium in the species that have thin bark. Now, how do we use it? Each tree has its own specific sound, and certainly if we hear a hollow sound in a tree, then usually we know it is, but in many cases these are slight differences in sound. Certainly there is no use to examine all trees with the mallet, only those where we suspect that they may be hollow. In case of this lime tree, there is a problematic fork, and we might expect that a lime tree at this age could be hollow. So what we do? We try to get the sound of the tree and figure out if and where there is a hollow. So we proceed to use the mallet around the tree and up and down. We hear changes. Here we hear changes in the sound. So we see that in some places the sound wood is thinner and some places thicker. An arboricultural probe is a popular tool used in our industry, and this one was designed by my colleague Jerzy Stolarczyk. What's special about this model? It's made of elastic wire, 3 to 4 millimeters diameter, so it's very narrow. It can be driven into narrow spaces, and also it helps to detect active white decay. Such a probe has several functions. One of them is that we can measure extent of decay. Here in this tree we notice that there is a crack in the fork, and there is a hollow inside. We have already established this. Now, when we drive in a probe into a hollow, we have to be very careful not to hurt any animals that are living there. So we try not to investigate the bottom of the hollow, where there could be animals resting, and we carefully drive in the probe, and in such a way now we have touched the opposite wall of the hollow, and we can thus estimate the extent of hollowing. Another function, another task that we can perform with this or any other probe is to see, to identify roots. So we see where the roots are originating on the stump, on the trunk, and we follow them. We also verify if the root is not decomposed, if it's hard. A special feature of this model of a probe is that it squeaks upon being driven into white decay. If we suspect that there is a damage to roots as a result of earthwork construction in the vicinity of the tree, then we can verify it with this probe. We drive it into the decay and turn probe, and we can hear a squeaking sound, which is made by the probe when driven into white decay, active white decay.
The mallet and the diagnostic probe are simple tools, but when used correctly, they provide essential information about a tree's internal condition. Combined with experience and sound judgment, they help us make better, more responsible decisions in tree assessment. If you found this video useful, subscribe to the channel for more practical insights into tree assessment and arboricultural practice.